Hey everyone, Sophia here for My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am doing a chocolate cake that is an Easter cake. So Easter is next week. And for once, I'm actually ahead in providing you with a recipe you have enough time to go get all the ingredients for and bake it for Easter. So this one I found on the Food Network website, and it's called the Chocolate Malt Nest Cake. This guy right here, and it looks absolutely delicious. So I'm going to link the whole web page and the recipe with the ingredients and the instructions down below in the description box. The interesting thing about this particular cake is that it uses malted milk and shredded wheat. I don't even know why I picked this particular cake. All I know is that I wanted to bake a cake for Scott's birthday. Today is April 2nd and it's his 56th birthday. Usually for birthdays, we order a cake or we pick it up at the grocery store. And what happens is that it stays in the fridge. Everybody has a slice and then nobody touches it again. But I've noticed that when I make the cake, and I'm not just saying that because I want to boost my ego. When I make the cake, everybody eats it and it's gone within 2 days. So in the interest of not having leftover cake for an entire week in the fridge, I've told Scott I was going to make his birthday cake. So since Easter is coming up, I'm making this one. It will serve two purposes: showing you an Easter cake recipe and providing Scott with a birthday cake. At some point, William is going to join me. He's upstairs doing homework right now. So you might see his hands here and there. I'm going to show you all the ingredients and we're gonna get started. Okay, here we go. These are all the ingredients just for the batter. So let's start. You need 1.5 stick of unsalted butter, 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of malted milk powder, and I suggest you take the Carnation original, which I did. This is 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened Dutch processed cocoa powder. In here we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 3/4 cup of granulated white sugar, 3 large eggs, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And this is 1.5 cup of buttermilk. All right, so let's pull out the big mixer. And we're gonna start with the batter. I here have a large bowl, and what I'm going to do is mix all my dry ingredients. So I'm starting with the flour, and what they want you to do is whisk all the dry ingredients together. So here's the malt powder, and to that I'm going to add my unsweetened Dutch processed cocoa. And the last one is the baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Next, I'm going to beat my sugar with the butter. So I'm just going to put my sugar in here, and you want to do it at medium speed. And that's one of the reasons why I break my butter in little pieces. It makes it a little bit faster. And your butter has to be at room temperature. You want to beat the eggs?
I would love to beat the eggs.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on and then one at a time. Okay?
Okay.
Hold on, let me put it back at medium. So we have the eggs in there, and I'm just gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I put the vanilla in it, and we're going to start adding the dry ingredients to it, alternating 1 cup of the dry ingredients with a little bit of the buttermilk. All right. Ooh, look at that.
Bam.
It's like a mousse. It's got raw egg. You sure you want to do that?
I've done it before and I'll do it again.
Okay.
Lovely.
So, this is a layered cake, right?
Right.
So you're supposed to make 2 of those. When I was decluttering, I let go of the second one.
Right.
So technically, in order for me to have 2 separate cakes, I would have to do what?
You'd have to make one in this.
And
then take that out and then make another one in this.
right. So it's 30 minutes each. It's a whole hour. Right? I'm doubling the work. However, what you need to do with this particular cake is once you have it layered, you're going to build like a nest with the shredded wheat and everything.
Right.
Okay. So what I did was read the comments on the website for that particular recipe. And a lady said that in order for her to make it easier, what she did was use a bundt cake and a regular cake. So she did the regular cake, and then whatever she had left over, she made it in the bundt, which is the same size. And what it does is that it already creates
Oh, yeah.
the nest shape. You see that?
Yeah.
Some people are geniuses. I didn't even think of that myself. So we got to butter this and powder it a little bit, and then we're going to make 2 cakes. To 35 minutes in a 350-degree oven. 1. Got it? Hold on. Put it right in the middle, right here. Okay. All right. So we drained the dishes, and the cakes have to bake for 30 to 35 minutes. Then you gotta let them cool down. So what we're gonna do once everything is dry is start preparing the ingredients for the frosting. So we'll be right back. Here's the main cake. Let's get the bundt. Yum. So we're back, and these are the ingredients for the frosting, and William is gonna read them to us. Go ahead.
We got 1 1/2 cups of whole milk.
Okay.
We got 1 cup of malted milk powder, 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened Dutch process cocoa powder, a pinch of salt, 3 sticks of butter, and 1 1/3 cups of sugar.
1 1/3 cups of sugar, and the butter is at room temperature. So we're going to start the frosting, and what you want to do is bring this to medium heat, and we're going to whisk the milk, the malted milk powder, the flour, and the cocoa. Okay, Willie, and the cocoa, and a pinch of salt. Whisk that, and we're gonna bring it to boil, and it's got to end up looking like pudding. So once you get like a pudding-like consistency, you put it in a bowl. Okay, so you take a plastic wrap and you put it all the way on the top, but it's got to touch the pudding like this. All right. And that goes in the fridge until it's cool. Oh, you want to try it?
Yeah, kinda.
But there's no sugar in it, you know that, right? So it's gonna be, it's 90, what is it, 100% cocoa.
I don't need sugar.
I actually like it that way. It's like unsweetened chocolate pudding.
Gross.
What do you mean gross? No? Okay. Okay, while the frosting is cooling, or at least the pudding part of it, guess what? I still have 3 full sticks of butter and the sugar, and we're going to cream that just like we did it for the batter. So I'm just going to put all my butter in here, and that's going to get mixed at medium speed. So here's our pudding, and what we're gonna do is take a fork and I'm going to whip it. And all I'm gonna do is add a spoon at a time. Okay.
What are we doing?
Bring a spoon, we're gonna try it.
Okay. It's a smart idea. I'm not a fan of how fluffy it is.
You're not a fan of the fluff?
Not really. It's because I don't like anything like whipped cream, kinda. But I like I like the taste because the sugar is added.
Wow, this is really good. Okay, now we're gonna assemble the cake. There's gonna be no cake left by the time we're done with putting it together, you know that, right?
It's done. We just gotta save at least a slice for Dad.
It is good. It's really moist. It's really good. Well, that lady is a genius. We do have a nest. The only problem is that I broke the cake. So I'm just gonna be careful in putting the frosting all over it. And it's supposed to go all around the edges too. Okay, so I have all the frosting on, and here's my almost perfect bird nest. And that's okay, because whatever dent or dips I have, I'll just pack a little bit more of the shredded wheat and whatnot. So this has to go in the fridge, and basically it has to set. So we're gonna put it in the fridge, and we're gonna start making the outer shell. We're starting to lose light. Willie and I have cleaned the whole kitchen, and we're ready to make the outer shell. And here are the ingredients for the outer shell. You need 4 of those large
That's 5.
I know. You need 4 of those large shredded wheat. I put 5 because my cake looks like it's a little bit bigger than the regular one, just based on the fact that I have a bundt on top of it. So I have 5. 3 ounces of milk chocolate. This is plain regular Hershey. 4 tablespoons of butter, which is gonna have to be melted. And then you need your Cadbury mini eggs. First things first, we're going to melt this. So put it in the microwave. There's a melt butter button, right? Just click on it. Right there.
Oh, I knew it.
I don't break them too much, but that's what's going to make that nest effect. So what we're going to do is pour the melted butter over the shredded wheat, and we're going to toss the whole thing together. And we're going to toast them in the oven on a cookie sheet. My dear.
You're welcome.
Alright, 15 minutes. So the next step is to melt the chocolate. So we're gonna break it in pieces, and it's gonna go in the microwave in intervals of 20 seconds. Every 20 seconds we pull it out, we stir until we have melted chocolate. So these came out of the oven and they are toasted. And what I'm going to do is put them back in the bowl. And I'm going to toss the melted chocolate over them. And I'm going to try to stir it until the chocolate coats all of the shredded wheats. We just realized we weren't recording. And I take full ownership of that. Alright, so basically you grab your shredded wheat and you just pack them.
Just stick it on there.
You just stick it in there. So here we go, chocolate malt nest cake. It looks really cool. It looks really, really cool. Things I would change, probably would get bigger eggs. Those are a little small, and I know you can't really see all that well because it's nighttime and I got a, light issue. But definitely put more shredded wheat and definitely more chocolate to melt for it. It's gonna go in the fridge until we celebrate birthday tonight. And when we do that, I'll come back and everybody in the house will review it and we'll tell you what we think. So far, it's been tasting absolutely delicious. So I'll be right back. Judging committee, let's go. Willie, thank you for helping.
You're welcome. I expect pay.
Oh, do you really? Oh, I see. Ed, you
What?
you like?
That's pretty good. 9?
9.
8.5.
Okay. 8.59. All right. Out of 10, Willie?
Look at 8.
8. Okay, Dad.
I agree with Edward.
Yeah. 8.5.
8.5? Almost 9. Okay. So here's the cake. I haven't tried it yet. It took a long time. So I can totally see like the reviews on the website. You're getting away with just doing a box cake and just doing the frosting. I think this crispy frosting here is what makes the cake. But otherwise, everybody likes it. They're going to finish it. And that would be it for me. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.